Hello, my name is Belinda Parke.
And my name is Kathleen Hunter. Thank you for tuning in to this presentation entitled The Dementia-Friendly Emergency Department, an innovation to reducing incompatibilities at the local level. This is a timely topic for two reasons. First, as the population ages, increasing numbers of older people will encounter the ED, and many of them will also be living with dementia. Second, emergency departments are an integral part of the Canadian healthcare system.
Full discussion of the ideas are published in a paper in the Healthcare Management Forum Journal, which will be released in January of 2017.
So, why is this an important topic? The current one-size-fits-all approach that aids efficiency in a technologically dependent hospital setting may not always serve the older person living with dementia, their caregivers, or staff well. The premise that older people living with dementia are a problem for Canadian emergency departments must be reconsidered. Dementia is a syndrome. It is a leading cause of disability in older adults and profoundly affects quality of life, not only for the older person, but also their family and the broader social community.
We believe that there are three converging myths that exist today that are outlined on this slide. These myths contribute to ED challenges and place older people with dementia at risk for harm. These myths have implications for the emergency department visit.
First, an ED visit is stressful, and these individuals have complex health profiles that pose multiple challenges for ED staff. They have needs that consume more time than is considered reasonable. The fit between what older people living with dementia need in a fast-paced clinical environment of the ED contributes to disability. Achieving person-centered care is problematic for staff, and a new way of thinking about fit is needed.
Clinical partnerships and self-advocacy approaches have the potential to promote safety and thereby reduce harm. We propose the dementia-friendly acute care framework as a means to reducing incompatibility.
There are 4 background dimensions of an elder-friendly hospital illustrated on this slide. The dementia-friendly acute care framework takes account of increasing diminished cognitive capacity to maximize independent function, physical, cognitive, and social. It acknowledges the empowering role of the family caregiver, which legitimizes their place in the unit of care.
Numerous papers have been published that include standards for older people in hospitals, the structural and process quality indicators targeting older people with cognitive impairments in the ED. In the published paper, we introduced 2 solutions, the integrated implementation plan and the communication tools. This slide and the next identify potential components of an integrated implementation plan across the dimensions. These tables with further detail are included in the article.
The second solution are the hospital readiness communication tools. This is a set of tools aimed at supporting the empowerment of caregivers, developed from our research and available through the Alzheimer's Society of Canada. There are many approaches to be prioritized in the plan, and there is a risk of a piecemeal approach that does not produce results that enhance safety and well-being of those living with dementia.
Going forward into the future, moving from a this or that is an integrated plan, based on the dimensions. Avoiding the this or that approach requires a systematic approach at 2 levels. Impact at the individual personal level, at hospitalization, and system level, the emergency department, in the hospital, and the hospital in a larger community. We close with key messages for caregivers and healthcare leaders. First, for caregivers. empower yourselves. Find advocates. Plan ahead. Get informed. Knowledge is power. Learn the lingo. Organize. Turn your knowledge into a political vote. Persist in asking for a plan of care. Be unrelenting in your quest.
For healthcare leaders, integrate your implementation plan by directing coordinated effort in all dimensions. Advocate for workplace sensitivities within existing clinical systems and processes. Establish a regional leadership role to engage community groups. And finally, work tirelessly across local and provincial boundaries to enact change. Thank you for your time. We hope the published paper will support your future work.